How's everybody doing? Hey, how's it going? Everyone do good? What's that? Be right back. All right. Participants. Hmm. Okay, I got it. Hey, how's it going? Just busy writing. What have you been up to, Rising? And on Tumblr, talking with other people about someone. Oh, wow. Jeez. No, I'm sorry, man. That must have been pretty heavy stuff there. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, okay, I got you. No, it's weird how people do that. They just lose their mind on the internet like that. Ah, I got you. Oh yeah, Sprite Zero. Yeah, trying to get back on some trying to get back on that sugar. Sorry if I'm distracted. I figured while I'm streaming the donation stream. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just it's one of those things where yeah, I have the stream set up for today. It's another donation stream, and yeah, I figured while I have this up and people start coming in and want to donate to the project, I might as well write some of the script for it. So I'm just kind of writing the script for it and some other things. I'm actually writing a script for the Walking Dead video I got coming up soon. Other than that, oh, by the way, I didn't get a chance to check out your Tumblr yet, but I'll definitely check it out. And I saw on the other channel that people are liking the the new Balloon Boy channel. Well, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you, how do you feel about my whole decision for that channel, and also for the ground rules and the guidelines for new videos for that channel? How do you feel about that? Oh, really? How so? Okay. And on the other? Mm, fair point. Fair point. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Got to get my foot in there, in some way. That's true. I think it's good that I have, you're right, though, about having the option of it open, but also at the same time, yeah, you are right. Hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you got a point there. Gotta try something. Yeah, I think I'll do a quick little video of an update to that, so that way people can, Ooh, sure. What do you suggest? Sure, you can suggest. What do you got? Let me go back to. I'm listening. Okay. Commissions would require the new tools. Gotcha. Okay. And the third one? Not a bad idea. I like that idea. It's actually really, really solid. I think I'm going to do a video real quick about, about updates to the rules and all that. So, yeah, no, that's not a bad idea. It's actually really, really good. I like that. I think that's a good solid idea. Yeah, true, true. I think that would be a pretty solid idea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a pretty good idea. Right, right. Of course. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. It's a really good idea. I'm definitely going to have to look into that. Look into doing that. Oh, hey, thanks for joining the stream. How's it going? Ah, looks like we got another viewer on the stream. Oh, so just you? Oh, okay. Oh, for a second, I thought there was somebody else on here. Yeah, yeah. Is there anything in particular you want to talk about, Rising? Because I don't really have any ideas, of what to talk about. Well, really, what was it? What do you have in mind? That'll be difficult. That'll be kind of difficult to do. Because it's kind of hard to. Oh, you mean one every Christmas? Oh, I thought you meant one counting up till Christmas. I think one for. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. What did you Did you have like anything in particular, or like any, you know, like set idea like in mind? Right, right. Well, as far as for clothes, I got what do you see here? T-shirts, you know, shorts, jeans. I got one button-up and a couple button-up shirts here and there. One that actually can get messed up and all that for you know for video, and another that I can't. And for costumes, I don't really have a whole lot, for costume lines. Yeah, yeah, I have a button-up shirt. Yeah. Not a whole lot, to be honest with you, man. Oh yeah, yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have like transition stuff where I could fade in and out. I can do. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, that one I have no problem for that one. Yeah. Yeah, I have that. I have that effect definitely. Yeah, I could do something like that. That's pretty straightforward. Right, right. Oh, by the way, Ryzen, did you? I'm not sure if I asked you this or not, but did you sub to the other channel? Oh, hey, right, right. That's what I mean. That's what I meant. Uh, hey, I'm gonna play a creepy pasta for you. See if you get creeped out by this. It's a Tom and Jerry creepy pasta called Tom. You lost it. It's a lost episode one called Tom's Basement. Yeah, I got you. Gotcha.
The 13 Tom and Jerry shorts, made by Czechoslovakian director Dean Deitch, are infamous for their poor quality and rather disturbing nature, featuring badly done sound effects and animation and having a more realistic feel to the violence. Some have speculated that Ditch didn't really like the concept behind Tom and Jerry and was pressured into making them, and wanted to make the people who watched his take on it feel bad for liking the concept. What many people don't know is that Deitch was originally signed to make more than 13 episodes the public has access to. Desperate to get out of his contract, Deitch made one more Tom and Jerry short that few have ever seen. The short was called Tom's Basement. It opened with Tom in a typical Tom and Jerry house. His owner was the fat, angry guy from the other Deitch shorts. Tom's owner seemed even angrier than in his normal appearances. The first scene in him is him stomping on Tom's tail in a very realistic and painful looking way because Tom is sleeping by the basement door. The owner yells at Tom to never go down there. Tom is clearly terrified and runs away to another room. Our view stays in the room by the basement door as we see Jerry come out of the mouse hole. He looks truly grotesque, far more off model than the other Dead shorts. He gets an evil look on his face and follows Tom into the next room. The next few minutes are fairly formalic. Jerry repeatedly manages to trick Tom into chasing him into the basement door a few times, but each time the owner catches Tom and inflicts a painful looking injury on him, which stays with Tom even after the scene ends. After 3 beatings, Tom is bruised all over, bleeding in a few places and limping on a broken leg. After this, Tom starts to literally beg Jerry not to bother him anymore. He's not really talking, but is crying and mumbling, and you can tell what he's doing by his body language. Jerry just laughs at him and pushes him back to the basement door. The owner catches Tom again and goes ballistic. The camera zooms in on his face, and it changes color and distorts as he yells at Tom in a much louder voice than the other sounds in the cartoon. I can't post most of what he said on here, but it's definitely vicious and furious. It seems like Jerry had finally taken pity on Tom, though. Jerry picks up a knife that was lying around and stabs the owner in the leg, quite graphically. Tom opens the basement door and they carry the owner's body down the stairs. There are dozens of other bodies down there, decaying and showing signs of the violent ends. Tom and Jerry shake hands, and it seems like they triumphant over the serial killer. But Jerry gets an evil look on his face again, and Tom says in that ghostly deep voice, "Don't you believe this?" Jerry stabs Tom, killing him, and throws his body into the pile. The last shot is Jerry pulling up a for sale sign in the yard of the house, laughing, clearly planning to do it all over again.
Once upon a time, a couple of inspired TV fans.
Oh, hey, Racing. Yeah, just 1 second. Trying to find a good one here. Here's an interesting one. This one's called The Mickey Mouse Costume. Take a listen to this one.
La radio tocó nuestra canción favorita. Esto merece Prego Savory Bacon. Sabrosa salsa Alfredo.
There we go.
On November 24th, 2005, there was a disturbing occurrence at Disneyland. It was an average day at the wonder-filled amusement park. Families were scattered throughout the park. The excited squeals of children rang out over the crowds, and Disney mascots wandered around and posed for pictures. Suddenly,
The magic of Disneyland was shattered as a frantic call rang over the crowd. James, where are you? James! James! A mother was running around Main Street, calling out her son's name. Other mothers pulled their children closer to them as the woman ran around, her voice quickly growing from panic to horrible desperation. Tears began to roll down her face. Park security showed up and looked around. An announcement was made over the intercom to look for James with a description of what he was wearing. The boy wasn't found, and nobody volunteered any information. It was only a few hours later that something else happened. Ronnie? Ronnie? Where's Ronnie? The same horrible scenario all over again. A mother ran around shouting for her son and asking people if they had seen him. She ran around with the boy's father chasing after her, begging her to calm down and trying to reassure her by telling her that they would find him. Another announcement was made about Ronnie. Nobody came forward with any information. After 2 kids had gone missing on the same day, something had to be done. Security in the park was tightened, placing security guards near almost every attraction in the park. Footage from surveillance cameras was reviewed, but nothing more than people buying sunglasses or Mickey Mouse walking with a few kids was seen. There was one security guard who reported that one kid had told him that he had seen Ronnie. The guard said he was standing outside from one of the rides when a little boy walked up to him. The boy looked to be no more than 6 or 7 years old. I know what happened to that boy, he told the guard. You do? The security guard didn't know what to think. The boy probably hadn't seen anything important, but it would probably be worth a listen. The boy nodded. I saw Ronnie. He was with Mickey Mouse, but Mickey was being mean to him. Mickey took Ronnie. Mickey? The guard said. He was confused. How could a child think that Mickey Mouse was taking the kids? The guard just assumed it was a pedophile or kidnapper or something and knew the kids would be found. Where did Mickey Mouse come into this? Yes, Mickey Mouse ate Ronnie. He ate that other boy too. The guard was speechless. He was still trying to think of what to say when the boy's parents hurried over and pulled the child away, scolding him to be careful around the park and thanking the security guard for finding their son. And as fast as the boy had appeared, he was gone. The security guard knew he shouldn't have been too bothered about what the kid had said about Mickey, yet he couldn't seem to push the thought of it out of his mind. The security guard waited until his shift was over, but instead of leaving, he went to the security room where a bunch of monitors displayed video from the surveillance cameras. He asked the people working there to review footage and look for Mickey Mouse around the time James had gone missing. The tapes were rewound and scenes from earlier that day were played on the monitors. The guard's eyes darted from one screen to the next until he finally noticed something. He told the men to pause the video. Everybody in the room focused on the monitor, even though there wasn't much to see. Mickey Mouse and a small child were walking toward the maintenance room door in what seemed to be Tomorrowland, near the Space Mountain. The child seemed confused, maybe a little scared. The guard decided to check it out before he went home. He couldn't figure that one boy's solemn expression or what he had said about Mickey Mouse. Just in case something happened, he took his radio and keys. The guard walked over to Tomorrowland and found himself by the Space Mountain. There was a rusty maintenance room door off to the side of the attraction, nearly hidden behind a few trash cans. He pushed the trash cans to the side and tried to open the door, only to find it was locked. The guard pulled out his keys and tried to find one to open it. Finally, he managed to get the door open with a maintenance key. Inside, it turned out the maintenance room led to an old maintenance tunnel. The lights were off. The guard tried the light switch near the door, but the room remained in darkness. The vague echo of a rat scampering across the room was heard, but the guard couldn't see it. He hadn't thought to bring his flashlight. Suddenly, the guard gasped. His hand flew up to his nose. God, what was that horrible smell? It smelled like poisoned mushrooms or rotten meat infested with maggots. He tried not to breathe, but the smell was already in his nose. The guard tried not to let it sink onto his tongue as he slipped further into the room. The only source of light was the door, which he had left wide open. He hoped the smell didn't get out so the guests could smell it. The guard assumed the maintenance tunnel went under the Space Mountain, but in front of him was a dark, inky blackness. He squinted and had to hope for his eyes to adjust to the dark. For now, he could make out vague silhouettes and shapes. He began to walk into the tunnel, visibility decreasing with every footstep. His footsteps echoed off the walls, seeming to pound on the concrete floor. The guard suddenly stopped walking, a few feet away from the brick wall. He assumed he had just come to a tunnel. He looked left and saw nothing. He looked right and saw a small, flickering light. He decided to go to another light. He kept his hand on the wall so he couldn't get lost. The smell seemed to be growing worse. After a short walk, he reached the light, which was actually coming from a small crack underneath a metal door. The door was rusted and bent, and the guard knew it wouldn't take much to rip it from its hinges. The security guard found the door and gently opened it. The door squeaked as it came open. The smell seemed to explode out of the room, eager to get out. The guard tried not to violently puke at the terrible aroma and looked inside the brightly lit room. His eyes needed a moment to adjust to the sudden light, and when they finally did, the guard gasped in horror. Children littered the room, almost all the ones that had gone missing in the park over the years. He recognized James and Ronnie, lying on the ground with the other ones. No, they weren't just lying on the ground. The guard realized children were dead. He gasped again and took a step back. Some of the kids had arms or legs missing. Each one had their eyes removed, leaving bloody holes in their faces instead. Thick slices were over some of the bodies, as though something with claws had got to them. Something in the room moved. The guard tore his eyes away from the children on the floor and saw the most unreal thing staring at him. A giant Mickey Mouse stood in the room, observing the guard with wide eyes. Something was inside a Mickey Mouse costume, and everything came together in the guard's mind. It would be easy for Mickey Mouse to lure kids away and not draw any attention. But now, that same Mickey Mouse was staring at him. They had a silent staring contest for a few quiet moments, but then the costume's arm came up to point at the guard. A big screech came from inside the mascot's head, and the mouse moved toward the guard. The security guard turned and ran for his life. The heavy footsteps of the costume behind him alerted him to the fact that Mickey Mouse was chasing him down a long, dark tunnel. The guard ran faster than he had ever run before, just knowing that death was directly behind him, close enough to stab him with a claw, close enough to wrap its arms around him and drag him back into that room. And then the guard was outside. He stopped running and blinked a few times to clear his vision. The sunlight felt warm and reassuring to him. But when he looked back at the maintenance room, he knew that the sunlight had stopped the thing in the costume. Maybe that was why it wore the costume, to protect itself from the sunlight. But he would not chase the guard anymore. He'd gotten away. The security guard reached back inside the maintenance room, groping for the doorknob so he could slam the door shut and make sure the thing didn't get out. He expected to feel Mickey's hand seize his and pull him inside, but nothing happened. The guard slammed the door shut and sighed deeply. He was safe. The guard ran halfway across the park back to the security room. He told the other security guards that he had found something in the maintenance room and told them to follow him and take their guns, which were only to be used in a dire emergency. When asked to explain, he said he had found the kids before he turned and began hurrying back to the maintenance tunnel. A large group of guards entered the tunnel and found the kids, all scattered on the cold concrete floor. A blood-covered Mickey Mouse costume also lay on the ground of the room, right next to all the kids, as though saying he'd always be there. The security guard was the only one to look back into the dark of the tunnel while the others were still looking at the kids. He was the only one to see a small pair of dark eyes in the tunnel blink once before vanishing into the darkness. Whatever it wasn't human. The guard turned back into the room and saw blood smeared all over the wall. The other guards were silent, all eyes fixated on the blood. It had been used to spell a simple three-word message on the wall. Still among you. The maintenance tunnel was destroyed. The door buried behind a concrete wall. Space Mountain was closed for a few days while it was searched, and the security guard quit. To this day, children still squeal in excitement and hurry over whenever they see Mickey Mouse. Photo albums are being filled with pictures of the iconic mouse. Nobody ever knows for sure who's under that costume or what's under it.
That was interesting. What do you think, Rising? Yeah, it was strange. I don't know if I would say it was creepy. Yeah, it was creepy. I did enjoy that. I'm trying to find like a funny one, like a funny creepypasta. yeah, that's how I felt too. It was kind of, yeah, it was formulaic. That's a problem with most of these creepypastas, especially the Lost Episode ones, that they're very, formulaic or cliche, that they tend to fall under, under the same format. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I'm not a big fan of the whole. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole dead kids thing. I never been a fan of that because I just felt like that's shock value just for the sake of shock value. That it's not necessary. At least to me, I don't like that. Oh yeah, that yeah, I definitely hate that in stories too. I really, really hate that. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I actually love the Fuels pastas. There's actually one. Here we go, Fuels pasta. All right, let me ask you this. Oh, jeez. All right, you ready? Here's a story that really got me. It's called Ugly the Cat.
Everyone in the apartment complex where I lived knew who Ugly was. Ugly was the resident tomcat. Ugly loved three things in this world: fighting, eating garbage, and, shall we say, love. The combination of these things, combined with the life spent outside, had their effect on Ugly. To start with, he only had one eye, and where the other should have been was a hole. He was also missing his ear on the same side. His foot appeared to have been badly broken at one time, and had healed in an unnatural angle, making him look like he was always turning the corner. Ugly would have been a dark grey tabby, strapped tight, except for the sores covering his head, neck, and even his shoulders. Every time someone saw Ugly, their reaction was the same. That's one ugly cat. All the children were warned not to touch him. The adults threw rocks at him, hosed him down, squirted him when he tried to come in their homes, or shut his paws in doors when he would not leave. Ugly always had the same reaction. If you turned the hose on, he would stand there, getting soaked until you gave up and quit. If you threw things at him, he would curl his lanky body around your feet in forgiveness. Whenever he spied children, he would come running, meowing frantically and bumping his head against their hands, begging for their love. If you picked him up, he would immediately begin suckling on your shirt, earrings, whatever he could find. One day, Ugly shared his love with a neighbor's husky. They did not respond kindly, and Ugly was badly mauled. From my apartment, I could hear his screams, and I tried to rush to his aid. By the time I got to where he was laying, it was apparent Ugly's sad life was almost at an end. Ugly lay in a wet circle, his back legs and lower back twisted grossly out of shape. A gaping tear in the white strip of that fur ran down his front. As I picked him up and tried to carry him home, I could hear him wheezing and gasping. I could feel him struggling. I must be hurting him terribly, I thought. Then I felt a familiar tugging, sucking sensation on my ear. ugly, in so much pain, suffering, and obviously dying, was trying to suckle my ear. I pulled him closer to me, and he bumped the palm of my hand with his head. Then he turned one golden eye towards me, and I could hear the distinct sound of purring. Even in the greatest pain, that ugly, badly scarred cat was asking only for a little affection, perhaps some compassion. At that moment, I thought Ugly was the most beautiful, loving creature I had ever seen. Never once did he try to bite or scratch me, try to get away from me or struggle in any way. Ugly just looked up at me, completely trusting in me to relieve his pain. Ugly died in my arms before I could get inside, but I sat and held him a long time afterwards, thinking about how one scarred, deformed little stray so altered my opinion about what it means to have true pureness of spirit, to love so totally and truly. Ugly taught me more about giving and compassion than 1,000 books, lectures, or talk show specials ever could. And for that, I will always be grateful. He had been scarred on the outside, but I was scarred on the inside. And it was time for me to move on and learn to love truly and deeply, to give my total to those I cared for. Many people want to be richer, more successful, well-liked, beautiful. But for me, I will always try to be ugly.
Uh, it still hits me. It's still a good story. It's sad. Yeah. What'd you think, Rathan? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Now let's try to find something funny. Let's try to, lighten our spirits here. Or lift our spirits here. Yeah, no, it was. It was a nice little story. I don't know who wrote that, but whoever wrote it, props to them. Major props to them. I'm gonna leave this. I'm actually gonna end the chat here soon in a bit. Yeah, I just been writing, so I just got done writing some of the scripts. I'm gonna end the chat here, and I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. I got some stuff going on, so we'll see about that. You know what upsets me? Hey, thanks for joining in on the stream. How's it going? Yeah, down to one again. Oh well. From the rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gain, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. Mama told me, be a simple kind of man. Playing the Kirby game. Yeah, Kirby's fun. I like Kirby. My first game, I'm trying to remember. I would say, I don't know. It's a tough one. I would say my first game was probably the original Mario Brothers arcade game. It was that and Super All Star Mario that had like Mario 1, 2, and 3 and Lost Levels. I would say that was probably my first game and it introduced me to the Mario Brothers and all that. So I would say that. Yeah, either way, I'm gonna end the stream here and go do something different. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Not really, but I gotta get going. So anyway, I gotta get going. So you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you all later.